What is up, YouTube? How we doing today? If you're just now hopping in, my name's Haas, and we're going to be talking about the first look at the snow in the Alberta, Canada map. And Expansion Worlds did a collab with Caitlin the Casual. Make sure to check out her YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment if you're excited for this map. I am super excited for it. I'm super pumped to see all the cool stuff coming to the game. I think this map is probably going to be a top 3 map, and I think everyone is really excited for all the snow animations, the new remodels, and the new great one. We still don't know what it is. Everyone's saying a mule deer. I think it's going to be a mule deer. I am super excited for it, and let's get right into the video. All right, Ski Ridge. Make sure to check out her channel also. So this is the 3030. It is a class 2 to 6, and it is able to use the new Odin scope that came out last year, which is probably the top #1 used scope in the game now since the new buff and nerf to other scopes, which is quite nice to use a 3030 without the lever action scope.
Perrier Outrider 3030 lever action rifle. This rifle is available to purchase in the in-game store right away, or you can get it for free through completing the mission.
All right, so you can buy the gun, or you can get it through missions, which is the normal way they do a lot of new guns that come with the map. Usually I just buy the gun right right off the bat. Gotta hop in, try out the new guns. Can't go through the missions, they can take forever, so I usually just buy the gun right off the bat. All right, so if we're talking about the beavers right here that she just shot, they are a class 2 animal. I am super excited to see what the fur types are.
Model 86 3030.
So she just shot these whitetail with the 3030, and the whitetail have a new kickback animation, which is officially added to the game. So this map is also bringing remodel species and animations coming to some of the animals in the game, which is going to make hunting more satisfying and more realistic. So I am super excited for it and ready to see all the cool stuff they add.
We currently have the La Perrier is 4 rounds in class 2 to 6.
So that is the remodeled pronghorn.
Or soft point bullet.
That is the mountain goat right there.
To 150 meters. If you have the zeroing perk, it is better suited for those closer range.
So it is a great gun up close, which is usually with the 3030, even after the buff. It is a very good gun to use up close.
Encounters, especially trudging through the forest brush. Unlike the Whitlock model, the La Perrier can have any scope equipped, and the iron sight is also very nice. It has similar stats to the Whitlock, though a little better at accuracy and less recoil.
So it's a little bit better, and you are able to use rifle scopes.
Snow quite like this. The snow on this map has a personality of its own. It's dynamic and has substance.
Ooh, I'm excited for that.
Making you feel like you are trudging through deep snow in the forest.
All right. So with the snow, it has different sounds it makes if you're walking through deeper snow and more soft snow, which is pretty cool.
There is texture to the snow, not just what we see, but what we hear.
Ooh, I like that.
Where it is colder, the snow is more crunchy underfoot. And as you go south, it's softer and not as loud.
So this map, I feel like it's going to be kind of like Son of the Patton, where you have to take it very slow and take it more as a hunter instead of just playing a game, to where you have to be very quiet. You have to be very smart on how the wind and what type of terrain you are in where you're hunting, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for it. This is probably going to be a very difficult map for newcomers, but I think you'll be able to give it a try and enjoy it. The Hunter Call of the Wild is a great game to just hop in and have fun, so I'm super excited for the snow.
You can hear the animals trudging through the snow, not just the brush.
There's the wood bison right there. There's a black bear running by. So you can hear it just crunching on the snow as it takes each footstep, which is pretty cool. So you'd be able to hear the animals probably a little bit farther than usual. So that's pretty cool. I think that's the new dusky grouse right there.
Now that the footprints are a lot clearer for the animals, it makes tracking them so much more easy, whether that's tracking an injured animal or tracking an animal to their zone. You can obviously use the clues if you want to, but they are clear enough that you could turn the track clues off.
Ooh, so you can use their footprints in the snow without even using the clues and be able to see it. So this is something we never really have seen a lot in the Hunter Call of the Wild. So we're able to use more of the environment, which is kind of cool. So it's going to become more of a realistic hunting, tracking type of game with this new map in the update coming June 17th. So we have a view of the map right here. So it kind of looks like it is an open valley going through this pond right here and a little bit of the river possibly. So you can go down from all the way here to the river and the pond right here, all the way up. So that's open. That's actually really open. So that's a very good area to hunt. I like how open it is. You can see some fields over here, so there's probably some rest zones in these open fields, some type of, rest zones, feeding zones, any of the zones like that. So I see a lot of open fields. You can probably go through and hunt each of those open fields up here through the map.
And this just adds another layer to that is snow deformation. This is a feature you can turn on and off under the video setting on PC. And as I turn on and off this setting, you can see how the ground changes from shallow to deeper snow. Make sure you turn this on if you want a next level feeling and detail to Alberta. Turning on this feature makes it so when you, your dog, and animals on the map are walking in.
Ooh, I like that. So you can leave that on to see the tracks without using the clues, but if you turn it off on PC, you won't be able to see that. So that's kind of cool.
Deep snow,
I'll
the
definitely keep that
changes
on.
behind and impressions in the snow. The marks in the snow do not differ between species, but it does now make it easier to spot areas that animals traverse through a lot, and who knows which animals they.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. So they're bringing a lot of new kind of like animations and environment changes in how the map works. So you can use more of your knowledge and skills as a tracker instead of just using your ears to listen to something close by, given like a mating call or something. You can actually use tracks and look from a distance. That's pretty cool. So if we look over here, we have another wide open valley here. So I think a lot of the animals will be in these open valleys when they're heading towards drink zones and rest zones. And I think they'll have a lot of rest zones inside these little open timber right here and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
May lead to. The tracks can overlap, which makes tracking an animal a bit more of a challenge, which I think is
There's an
great
elk
for
just
this
running by.
map. And this
That's cool.
little detail, again, is what brings this
Ooh, the woodland caribou right there.
map together.
See, another wide open valley right there. Got another wide open valley to where they run through. You can get a good shot on them. So I think this map's going to have a lot of forest, but more wide open valleys where you can go through and traverse each part of the map and have wide open areas to where you can actually see animals from a farther distance without spooking them while they're inside the timber. So that's pretty cool.
What brings this map together. Speaking of
Got
immersion,
some wood
I will
bison running
save
by.
what I think is the best for last on the immersion point of this map. As I said earlier, the snow is no longer an aesthetic. The
Ooh,
snow
I like that.
accumulates on the backs of the
So they're
animals, and
officially
not
going to be on
only
top of
does
the
it
animals. The
accumulate
snow
on
is
the
going to
back of
fall
the
on their
animals
backs.
that we are hunting, but
Oh my gosh, yes, on the dog.
as you're running
That's cool.
around in the snowstorm. It doesn't just accumulate on animals
Ooh,
in the open.
there is the remodeled mule deer right there, and you can notice with the mule deer, they have way bigger ears than a whitetail and have a different overall structure than a whitetail. And you can
Oh
fully
no,
tell
it
that's a mule
accumulates
deer.
on
Look at
animals
that.
in the deep
That's
forest
nice.
too. And over time, after the snowstorm has ended, the snow slowly melts off
Okay, that's cool.
of these animals.
That's
It
pretty
makes
cool.
a huge impact on how immersive and just what this map feels like when you're
Got the
exploring
remodeled
and
pronghorn right
hunting
there.
and just running around taking in every aspect of this map. It's these little details of immersion that keep bringing us back to this game, and it makes me so excited to get out there and hunt, especially to see species that we've never seen in the snow, such as whitetail, mule deer, black bears. Go and see them in the snow and collect trophies in the snow. I can't wait to see a cinnamon black bear with snow on his back. If you guys are as excited,
Okay, so we're going to be able to see a lot of the first time animals in snow, and I think I'm super excited for it. I'm ready to see what it's like to have snow on this map, to have snow on top of the animals, to have snow leave tracks, and to have snow on top of the dogs, which is probably the coolest thing I think Expansion Worlds has ever done, is adding more of a dynamic traverse area to where it actually impacts your hunt and actually helps you a little bit. I just want to say this map I think will be a top 3 map. I am super excited for it. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out Caitlin the Casual. That's pretty cool that she was able to do a video for Expansion Worlds on the new map. And I just want to say, make sure to tell somebody you love them, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Hollywood Hall. I grew up on a dirt road, nothing fancy, nothing new, but I learned real quick, life ain't all about the view. Got my boots in the mud and a truck that don't fit. I ain't Hollywood, baby, but